Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube world, CJ Rose's back in the building. Welcome back to the channel. As far as I know, Night of Champions is still going down this weekend on Saturday. And I guess it's still okay to predict it. So that's what we're going to do. Night of Champions is this weekend. And I'm not going to lie to you. I hate the fact that they call it Night of Champions, knowing the real fact that they can't do what the show was supposed to do. Now, ever since 2007, when this show was, or this pay-per-view was made, it was supposed to be one of those special nights where every single championship is defended. They can't do that anymore. They can't do that. Especially not the way they did it like in 2007 when they first made it. They only had what? I think only 7, 8 championships at the time. So you could do that because that's only 8 matches. Now they added, 2 women's secondary titles as well as women's tag titles. So you add those with the others. That's too many matches. Plus, Triple H likes to always book 5 to 6 matches at most on regular cards. So, that's just how it is. So, I hate the fact that it was called Night of Champions. It should have been just called King and Queen of the Ring, and I would have been fine with it. But, it is what it is at the end of the day. So, back in Saudi Arabia, our annual Saudi Arabia show. 6 matches. Let's hop on to it. As we start off with a match that was confirmed on Monday Night Raw, it will be Sami Zayn one-on-one with Karrion Kross. Now, this match actually is replacing Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles for the Intercontinental title because Dom is injured. But we clearly saw that man standing upright and moving around perfectly on Monday Night Raw. So, I don't know if it's because he's injured or just because he doesn't want to travel over there at this specific point in time. And I ain't going to get into why he doesn't want to travel over there at the specific point in time. But, Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. These two actually have been having, I guess you want to call it, issues for months now. Like, this has been built for months. I want to say since January. I believe on the Raw on Netflix premiere, I believe Karrion Kross was out there. I don't remember what episode this was, but I remember he was on one of the Raw on Netflix episodes, and he was saying he had a hit list of people he wanted to, I guess, confront. I forget the first name he said, but I know CM Punk and Sami Zayn were on that list. He never approached Punk yet. Him and CM Punk never had a conversation. Actually, probably interested to see how that actually would go. But instead, he went after Sami Zayn, and it's like for months and months, he's been talking about how Sami Zayn doesn't seem like this Sami Zayn can't become world champion. This Sami Zayn won't be able to accomplish this. This Sami Zayn won't be able to accomplish that. Pretty much being the little devil on his shoulder. Pretty much telling him, you can't do it. And there's been so many segments where Sami Zayn's just even having an interview or just walking around. And Karrion Kross just walks up to him and just tells him something. It wasn't until this past Monday where Sami Zayn kind of looked like he had enough. And he just snuffed Karrion Kross in the face. And they pretty much said, we gon' finally have this match. Here it is. We're having it at Night of Champions. In Saudi Arabia. Better known as Sami Zayn's second hometown. Which means Sami Zayn will be treated like the Pope out there. Like, it'll be treated like, he's the president or something. You know what I'm saying? That's how much they love Sami Zayn out there. And Sami Zayn actually has a pretty good record in Saudi Arabia. So that's another thing. So I don't really see Karrion Kross winning, even though I would love if he won. But Sami Zayn definitely taking a W. I was actually curious on how they were, Saudi Arabia was going to react to Karrion Kross, seeing as how Karrion Kross is getting some good ovations every time he's on camera, or if he's wrestling on main event. You know what I'm saying? He's been getting some good reactions, and I was curious to see how Saudi Arabia would have did it. But seeing as how Sami Zayn is the person he's wrestling, yeah, they probably gonna boo him out the building. Who knows? But either way, I got Sami Zayn taking the W. Hope Karrion Kross has a hell of a performance. Hope the people in the back appreciate Karrion Kross, and who knows? Maybe there'll be some good things in the future for him. But either way, I got Sami Zayn taking the W. As we move on to another match that was confirmed on Monday Night Raw, it is the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley, versus La Wuga. Oh, every time I hear that off Raquel's theme, I start dying. That's like the first words you hear from her theme. It's so funny to me. But it's Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez in a street fight. This was also confirmed on Raw. After this past Raw, Raquel called out Rhea. They had themselves a little brawl. And then Rhea went into Adam Pearce's office. She's like, I want Raquel and I want her now. And Pierce was like, I couldn't agree with you more. It's like, so the match is official? Like, I could have said it better myself. So, we got the street fight. These two actually been going at it lately. I believe it started with the first round of the Queen of the Ring tournament where Rhea had the win, but Raquel pulled out the ring. And then pretty much Raquel cost her the Queen of the Ring tournament. And then the next week when Raquel was in her first round matchup, Rhea cost her shot. So these two pretty much cost each other their opportunities at the Queen of the Ring. And they're both going to settle it here in a street fight. Cool. These two had matches. These two had two back-to-back matches in 2023. Was it back-to-back match? I remember the one match. That match was at Payback in 2023. I don't know if they had a match at Fastlane. No, I don't believe they did. But I think it was on Raw. Okay, so that's what I was thinking. So the one was on Payback 2023 and the other one was on Raw. They're pretty all-right matches. They were pretty good from as far as I remember. Now this got the street fight implication in it, and that should make this a little bit more entertaining, I guess. But yeah, I got Rhea Ripley winning. I don't really see her losing this, especially if we're trying to put her back into another world title match, which I kind of don't want, to be honest. But trust and believe it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, especially with Evolution coming in I think the next 2 to 3 weeks. So yeah, we're gonna try to. She's gonna be there for something. So she needs some momentum. So I think Rhea gets a W. Also, we gotta figure out what the hell's gonna happen with Raquel and these women tag titles. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are gotta figure out. But again, I got Rhea with the W. As we get into the first of 2 title matches on this card. Still don't understand why it's called Night of Champions, but I digress. As we got Fatu, Jacob Fatu, as he defends the United States Championship against Solo Sikoa. I was saying that they really should have saved this match on SummerSlam. I've been saying that for a while because to me, that's like, okay, this is where we kind of just started, and then, we move on from there. And that was my always thought process, because Solo and Jacob is probably one of the bigger stories in WWE right now. You know what I'm saying? Their turmoil, their uncertainty was always one of the biggest stories of WWE. And, to have it at Night of Champions, I don't know. But to me, now I'm thinking, okay, this is probably where we started, and maybe they'll continue with that SummerSlam. So I'm hopeful for that. But, yeah. Jacob Fatu told Solo at Money in the Bank, I hate you. Then proceeded to cost him Money in the Bank. From there, Fatu made his choice. He doesn't want anything to do with Solo. Solo pretty much been telling him, hey, I'll forgive you. Just tell me you're sorry. Tell me you're sorry for what you did to me. And Jacob looked at him and said, boy, you crazy. But then Solo was sitting there, Jacob was sitting there saying, I think I know what it is. You're jealous because I'm a champion and you're not. So if this is what this is about, let's fight for this title. Let's do it. And here we are. I got Jacob winning. I got him retaining. But again, I already feel like this is not a one and done. We're gonna continue this at SummerSlam. I really feel that way. So yeah, I got Jacob winning. And probably for the next month, we'll probably get a Jacob versus JC Mateo match, which is a match I actually been probably looking forward to. So we'll see exactly what's going on with that. But yeah, I got Fatu retaining the United States Championship. As we go on to the King and Queen of the Ring finals. Of course, we're going to start off with the women first. It is Jade Cargill versus Asuka in the finals. Yeah, my bracket was wrong. My bracket was all wrong. Because I had Jade and Charlotte in the finals. Only because these two have been talking to each other since since 2023. And I've been saying here like, okay, I don't know when this match gonna go down. But I guess Night of Champions is the place. And the Queen of the Ring final is the match. Nah, instead, Miss Bliss won that fatal four-way, the first round fatal four-way. And then she took on Asuka, and Asuka beat her. And yeah, here we are. That's that side. Jade Cargill beat, I believe it was Meacham, Piper Niven. Who was the fourth person in that match? I forget. But she won her fatal four-way. Then advanced to this past Monday, which would be Roxanne Perez. And now here we are. I kind of been, I don't know. Like it's been up and down with this. Because this match could go either way. I think either woman could win. You got Jade Cargill, who could get the proper match against Tiffany Stratton at SummerSlam. Depending on if Tiffany Stratton is still the women's champion after Evolution. Or we got Asuka versus Io at SummerSlam, depending on if Io is still the women's world champion after Evolution. Two pretty good matches. But I actually probably want Asuka versus Io way more. Like, I may want that match tremendously more. So I'm probably going to pick Asuka for this. Because I actually been curious of how Jade Cargill is going to play this match. But we'll talk about that in the review on Saturday. But yeah, I'm picking Asuka to win. I'm picking my girl Asuka to become Queen of the Ring and become the only woman in WWE history to have been a world champion, NXT Women's Champion, Royal Rumble winner, Money in the Bank, and Queen of the Ring. No woman has done all that. The person that comes second is Bayley, but Asuka's in the finals. So I got Asuka becoming Queen of the Ring and making history. As we go from the Queen of the Ring to the King of the Ring. In a match that I'm not going to lie to you, I've been looking very, very, very much forward to. As we got the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, as he takes on the Viper, Randy Orton. Do I believe this match is going to cook? 100%. Have I been looking very much forward to this match? 100%. I just don't like how this match looks. Because let's face it, Cody and Cena are probably going to go at it at SummerSlam. Most likely. Without a shadow of a doubt. Cody and Cena 2 is probably going to happen at SummerSlam. Now, the reason why I don't like that is because this makes this match so much more obvious. It's like, well, Cody's winning. Now, on the other side of it, I kind of like either man winning. Because if Cena actually walks out WWE champion after Night of Champions, then he could either face Cody or Orton. And to be honest, if we're talking about a guy who's kind of on his farewell tour here, I want him to have different matches at a time. You know what I'm saying? Like if there's a rematch involved, then okay, I guess that's just what it is. But I don't want him to face the same person twice or three times, because then it's just like, man, we kind of wasted a lot of potentials here. Because Cena is more about, because with Cena, he can have a one and done match and it's fine. You know what I'm saying? Because again, we're probably not gonna get it ever again. Cena has a potential to face either Cody Rhodes or Randy Orton, two men that he already faced. On top of that, he's facing. Come on, Cody already pinned him at Money in the Bank in that tag team match. We already know it's gonna be Cody, bro. I have no doubts about that. The only thing I hope for this match is that this match cooks. That's the only thing I worry about. Will this match cook? Will this match be great? That's all I care for. So in the end, I got Cody Rhodes becoming King of the Ring. While he joins, let me see. He joins Triple H, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Yokozuna, Austin, Triple H, Sheamus, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Yokozuna, Austin. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, but those are the 6 that have won a world title, the Royal Rumble, and King of the Ring. He would also join Austin, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels as the only men to have won the Royal Rumble multiple times and King of the Ring. Oh, I'm sorry, Edge as well. Oh, shit, I'm sorry, I forgot Edge. Shit, I know. Damn, I'm bugging. But yeah, you get my point. Like, Cody would make history. Randy Orton would make history as well if he won King of the Ring, because he would join Edge as the only 2 people who have won everything in WWE. Which is a world title, which is the WWE Championship, the World Heavyweight title, United States title, Intercontinental title, tag titles, both tag titles, the Royal Rumble, the Money in the Bank, and the King of the Ring. Randy will join that list. But, yeah, Cody becomes King of the Ring. All this leads to the main event. One last time. As we got the greatest of all time, the Never Seen 17, gracing Saudi Arabia with his presence one final time. The last real champion, the WWE champion, John Cena. as he will face the best in the world, the voice of the voiceless, CM Punk. Well, I wanted this match. I wanted it bad. It's going down. It's finally going down one last time. John Cena, CM Punk. Cena's going to win. Cena's going to retain. As much as I would love CM Punk to walk out WWE champion, as much as I would love it, I don't see it happening. On top of that, CM Punk's looking like a hypocrite here, isn't he? Talked bad about Saudi Arabia, and now he's actually going there, which actually makes me wonder what type of reaction is he gonna get? Is he gonna get booed out the building, or is he just gonna be loved? Only time will tell. But yeah, I got Cena winning. I got Cena doing what he's been doing, just either low blow or title shot to the head and a 1, 2, 3. I have no idea if Cena's ever won a match with the attitude adjustment yet. But he's only had, about 5 matches at this point in time? Well, I guess we want to count the Rumble Elimination Chamber, but one-on-one matches, I think he's only had, or regular matches, I think he's only had 4 or 5. So, yeah, John Cena wins. John Cena cheats. It is what it is. And then he'll move on to King of the Ring to take on Cody Rhodes, and we'll talk about that. But yeah, Cena retains. And those are my night of champions predictions. Yeah, it's going down on Saturday, 1 p.m. It's 1 p.m. my time. I'm Eastern. I'm East Coast. So Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. I said that was good. Could watch that in the afternoon, knock out the review at like 5 or 6, and then go about the rest of my night. I'm cool on that. You already know I'm cool on that. But yeah. So until then, it's been Rose, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the love, support as always. You already know. So until next time, peace, love, wanted. Here.